Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the Tonga Circle Drum Major and the 2024 Central Valley Warrior Marching Band. And now, tribute to Troy.
It's still a bad decision.
In this evening, with a patriotic medley called Main Street America.
I hope so. CJ's no slouch. I think the most successful Hey, don't lose them. He can walk his man. He can do the game last year. He comes walking past me. I'm just walking in the game. Yeah.
Please remain standing and sing along to the chant along while the band plays the Central Valley High School fight song, Mighty Warriors. And now, Planet Rock.
That's true. That's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Central Valley Quarterback Club would like to recognize their annual golf outing sponsors. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Central Valley Quarterback Club would like to recognize their annual golf outing sponsors. Their platinum sponsors: Fun Event Rentals, Damon Strength Training, Fry Transportation Group LLC, Nalo Brumbo and Nalo LLP, Prairie Lawn Care, Proline Builders Corp, State Representative Rob Maxey, Stefanix Next Generation Contracting, and Tri-State Trailer Sales Inc. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Sarge Albert Stadium head coach Bill Cherpak and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars.
Yes, sir.
Thanking the gold sponsors: Beaver Valley Independent Insurance, Stephen Alcibiades, attorney at law. Our silver sponsors: A1 Auto Service, Allen's Home and Hardware, Anthony Master Francisco Funeral Home, Ford.com, Bickerstaff Landscaping and Lawn Service, Bowers Faucet and Hurst, Bowser's Barbecue, CCBC STEM Academy, and the Green Pathways Tire. Committee of Center Democrats, Crabtree, Warbaugh and Associates Architects, Crafty Pugs, Proctors Michael and Joseph Dragonak, Gackney Home Improvements, Alama Brothers, Humber Heating and Air Conditioning, Interior is on Pleasant Abbey Carpet and Floor, Jamie's Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, Law Office of John Salopek. In just 14 short years, they've accumulated multiple.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful Sarge Albert Stadium on the campus of Central Valley High School, where Central Valley Warriors football on the Central Valley School District YouTube network. Tom Hayes, along with my partner Mike Sullivan tonight, where we have a non-conference game, a matchup of two titanic programs. Both have a great history in the WPIAL under two great head football coaches in Mark Lyons of the Central Valley Warriors and Bill Cherpak from the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. These guys have combined for 14 WPIAL titles. 9 of them Cherpak has, 5 of them for Mark Lyons, and a couple state titles apiece. I believe, well, Central Valley has 2, and I think Thomas Jefferson has 5 PIAA state titles. So you want to talk about a big matchup with a lot of history. Even though it's an exhibition game, Mike, this seems like it's a mid-season playoff game, a conference game, although it's 3A versus 4A.
Yeah, it really does, Tom. Yeah, this is a great matchup, as you said, between two great coaches, not only in the WPL, but the state of Pennsylvania. And, yeah, this should be a great game tonight. Looking forward to it.
And, of course, our broadcast set up by Eddie I. Miller and his great staff is Sean Rendar, Ethan Young. Those guys do all the hard work. Mike, we got the easy job tonight, just calling the action between two fine football teams. Central Valley, the home team, of course, will be in their Carolina powder blue jerseys with the navy blue pants and the blue helmets. Thomas Jefferson on the road with the white shirts and the gold trousers trimmed in black and gold as the captains go to midfield. Thomas Jefferson's coming off a 63-12 impressive victory over the Baldwin Highlanders last week, whereas Central Valley had a much tougher task, tougher opponent in Montour, and the Spartans defeated the Warriors 24-14 at Thomas J. Burko Stadium on the campus of Montour High School last Friday night. So a very tough opening game for the Warriors, but Mike, these are non-conference games, and you know, when you get into AAA action, which Central Valley will be AAA the next 2 years, these big non-section games are going to prepare you for AAA playoff implications down the road.
Yeah, absolutely, Tommy. Think about last year, Coach Lyons typically likes to play schools that are going to give them real good tests. Last year, Austintown Fitch out in Ohio, and then this year, Montour, TJ this week, and then Bell Vernon next week will really help prepare them for the conference play.
Well, schools can schedule the week 0 game. After that, it's up to the WPIAL. So they really put a tough schedule together for the Warriors, as does Thomas Jefferson as well. Back deep for the Jaguars will be number 22, Gavin Miller. As Central Valley, they won the toss but have deferred, which is Mark Lyons' protocol 9 times out of 10. He'd rather go on defense first. Kicking it off will be Dominic Pratt, the sophomore, who's got a very strong leg. Pratt tees it up at the 40, and we're underway. High, deep kick. Well, not so deep, about the 5-yard line. Now they fumble the football, and who's got it? It looked like the Jaguars got it back, but just a misread by the deep man, Kane Egerton, almost coughed it up, and Thomas Jefferson will have a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. So tough start on special teams for the Jaguars. We'll see if the Warriors can come up couple. Tyler Eber, he was a leading rusher last week. Tyler Eber had 89 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Jaguars. Back it down 9 to go.
On the stop, number 29, Michael Crea, and number 5, Mason Dixon. Pick up with 1, 2nd down 9. The ball on the 15.
Both of these coaches not afraid to use the young guys. Pass is caught short of the first down, but a nice grab by Nathan Farrison. Farrison went up to grab it, and he's about 2 yards shy. That looked like a young Mike Sullivan going up and making that catch. Mike, my partner, of course, star wide receiver for the Blackhawk Cougars, later at Geneva College. 3rd down and 3 to go, let's call it. A long 2, if you will.
This would
Big
be great.
early 3rd down.
Yep, be great to get off the field here and get good field position.
Would be huge. And they're going to run it, and they're going to get it. Picking up the first down by at least a yard or so. Eber again. Eber's listed at 5'10", 170. He'll move the chains. 1st and 10. Jaguars, first offensive drive of the night. Central Valley won the toss and deferred to kick off. 2nd down, 10 to go. Eber again, and he's going nowhere. He might have lost a yard.
Yeah, great job by Ethan Shear there.
Tyler Eber tackled for a loss. On the stop, number 6, Ethan Shearer.
Ethan Shearer assisted by Michael Crea. Shearer really has come on the last couple of years. What a pleasant surprise he has been for Mark Lyons. Not only as a linebacker, but as a tight end. And evidently, was there a flag on the play? No, I guess just some little hesitation on the field. Don't know, because of the heat, Mike, they may be getting a few extra water breaks throughout the night, which would seem appropriate.
Yeah, it's a humid one for sure.
This is certainly not football weather. This is swimming weather. Well, now it's 1st and 5. Confusion on the field, though. Let's see. Brought down for no gain. Good defensive play there by the Warriors.
It was Crea again.
Crea. We missed a penalty on that 1st down play. Now they're gonna say it's 2nd down and 7 to go.
The ball just outside the 30-yard line.
Uh-oh, saw
Having
a
issues
little
with
bit
the
of
play clock,
yeah.
too. The play clock showing 0.
Not only that, I saw a stroke of lightning off in the distance, and that's a 30-minute delay if that is noticed by the officials. Receiver in motion. They're going to throw for it. Pressure on the quarterback. He's going to be hit at the line. Got maybe a yard on the pickup, but great pressure by the guys up front for the Warriors.
Yeah, that was a coverage sack there. The secondary had really good coverage on their wideouts, and that's a big play there. Draw a 3rd medium.
Dennis Dirt Winston, the former Steeler linebacker, in the house tonight, doing some recruiting for some colleges throughout the country, and said he's going to take a good look at Mason Dixon tonight, and also Jance Henry, maybe Brendan Alexander. So he's going to get his eyes full of some talent out there on the field to recruit for. 3rd down, 5 to go. Quarterback's in trouble. He's going to that's got to be intentional grounding. Ball thrown out of bounds. There wasn't a receiver within 10 yards. No call, but the Warriors take over.
Yeah.
Or will take over after this 4th down punt.
Great pressure there again by Adam Schroeds. Good job by the defense to get off the field.
Makai Ahmed back deep. Ahmed's back at his own 35-yard line. Makai Ahmed, the grandson of Burdell Thomas, the Freedom great, whose sons Marlon and Jermaine played football at Rochester and Geneva.
Played with Marlon and Jermaine at Geneva.
Then you know Burdell, their dad. Nice driving kick. Ahmed is hit immediately at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great punt by Wessel.
That was a beautiful spiral kick. It almost looked like he threw the football. CV at their own 36-yard line. No score early on. Stephen Rutherford, the senior quarterback, 6 foot 175. He's going to throw it on first down. Has a receiver. That's going to be a first down for Cole Hiltz. And Hiltz picks up yardage across midfield for the Warriors' first down.
Yeah, it was just a little hitch route there by Hiltz, just a 6-yard route, able to pick up the first down. TJ's given them quite a bit of cushion, so we'll see if they keep picking on that, and then maybe at some point try to hit a hitch and go if they start playing tighter.
Right at midfield, the football is marked for the first down. Inside handoff to Henry, breaking tackles, gain of about 8.
That was a great cut at the line of scrimmage by Jantz.
Yeah, it was kind of a muffed handoff, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's youth night here. A lot of the youth football players and cheerleaders joining the high school staff. One of them, my great niece, Brycey Hayes, down on the field cheering with the high school cheerleaders. Always good to see her in action. No gain on the play by Henry. You know, those little kids, it's got to be a thrill for them, Mike, to come out and spend some time with the high schoolers. And it looks like a left ankle
absolutely.
on Jantz. Well, you just hope he tweaks something. And
yeah, it almost looked like it could have even been on his thigh, like a Charlie horse maybe.
3rd down, 3 to go. Dixon the sidecar. They're going to throw for it, though. Nice cut by Underwood, and Underwood's going to have the first down. That's just a great individual effort by Jaden Underwood to move the change for the Warriors.
Yeah, just a simple little bubble route, and Jaden did a great job of making one move and getting vertical and getting up the field for the first down. That's huge to keep moving the sticks.
Down to the 39-yard line of Thomas Jefferson go the Warriors. It'll be Rutherford breaks free. Rutherford's going to get to the outside.
He's gone.
If he stays in bounds, it'll be a Central Valley touchdown, but he steps out at the 31-yard line.
It had to be close.
Yeah, he was gone, but he just put that left leg on the sideline. Sean McCreary was asking the near official.
Yeah, and Quint Conley did a good job just getting in the DB's way and letting Stevie get to the outside there.
What a good read by Rutherford. 2nd down and 2 to go. He really found a tough sledding against that Montour defense last week, who returned 9 starters on defense. That's pretty tough to overcome. Henry's back in there, but he goes nowhere. Well, you would think they're in 4-down territory here. 3rd and 2 to go at the 31.
And TJ's really loading up the box here, so it'll be interesting to see how the game progresses.
He got some size. Shep Turk in the middle, 6'5", 290. He's a Pitt recruit. He looks like he's big enough to play there tomorrow. Rutherford's going to keep it. And Rutherford's got the first down and a whole lot more. He's still on his feet. Needs to break one more tackle, but he's down to the 10-yard line. Looks to be a 1st and goal for Stevie Rutherford.
That was a great job by Stevie. That was just a zone read, and he really rode it with Jantz to the last second and kept the ball. He did a great job.
He's right at the 10, Mike, so it'll be 1st and goal. No first down available. They got to get the touchdown or a field goal.
1st and goal from the 10.
Rutherford into the end zone, has a man and out of bounds, just outside the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, about a half a step. That was B.J. Nastic. Great catch, but yeah, just a little too far out of bounds.
Just couldn't get a foot in. He ran out of real estate, to be honest with
Right.
you. 2nd and goal to 10. Henry is dropped for a loss of a half a yard on the play.
Tackled by Martinez. Loss of 1.
Sean McCreary on the sidelines, the offensive line coach, does not look happy right now. Must have been a missed assignment up front. They got in there pretty quick defensively to bring down Henry. 3rd down and 11 to go. It's actually goal to go at the 11. Rutherford's going to roll, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds on a high hit by Matthew Martinez.
Yeah, that was a big hit out of bounds. You don't like to see your quarterback take too many hits like that.
That's going to be a field goal attempt now coming on for Dominic Pratt. This will be a 25-yard attempt. Well, got to get some points down there inside the red zone, so see if the Warriors can crack the board first. Kick is up, and I don't think it's any good.
Yep.
Wide left, no good. So an impressive drive goes for naught. And that's frustrating there. If you're marching the ball down the field like that and come up short.
Sure, yeah, pretty good drive. Stop them on their first drive, get pretty good field position, then, yeah, they drive all the way down inside the 10 and come away with nothing. Let's see how the defense responds here.
Especially after the way things went offensively last week early on.
Right.
Really not a lot of fluidity to the offense, if you will.
Yeah, they never seem to be able to get into a rhythm.
Pass is caught. He's got guys
room.
out in front. Eber with a lot of room. Oh, boy, he could go a long ways. He's finally knocked out of bounds. All the way down. Where are they going to mark him to? The Central Valley 26-yard line. Whoa.
Yeah, they got a lot of room, and they got 2 of their big linemen. One of them was Zane Sable out in front, and those guys are running pretty well and got a good block downfield. Quinn Conley saved the day by getting a hand on that kid and knocking him off balance. That was a big play, obviously.
Well, that's taking advantage of the momentum. That was a great play selection by Bill Cherpak and his staff.
Yeah,
Central
we got
Valley,
a lot of pressure on them the first series too. So yeah, great call.
Thinking about not scoring, and then all of a sudden they come up with that little screenplay that was set up perfectly out of the backfield. Now we got a flag.
Looks to me like a delay game, but
timeout.
The play clock, though, a few times even on their first drive was not reset, so I'm curious if they even had a full 40 there.
Well, Coach Cherpak doesn't say anything about it. He's the type of guy that would be on top of stuff like that. 1st and 15, pitch back to Eber, and he's got almost the penalty yardage, not quite. Shearer with another tackle. Second down, 10 to go on a moving clock in the first quarter with 2:25 to go. No score. Into the end zone, has a man. Touchdown, TJ. 26 yards. Gavin Miller.
That was a really good ball by Costco. They just crossed the 2 outside receivers on a crossing route with the tight end underneath and Great throw by Costco.
Yeah, Costco was right on the money. He was rolling out, but had plenty of time to find the open man, and he did. Extra point coming up. And that kick is good, 7-0 TJ. Well, that's one way to answer a
Correction, Samuel Wessel's kick is good.
missed scoring opportunity by the Warriors.
TJ 7, Central Valley 0.
What an answer by the Jaguars. Now it's up to the Warriors, Mike, to see how they respond to that. You got to answer a score with a score of your own.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, I think we gained some confidence moving the ball down the field and obviously came away with nothing, but hopefully we respond here.
TJ scored 21 points in the first quarter against Baldwin last week, so things come a little bit slower this and much more difficult.
Take the receive. Number 2, Jance Henry. Number 9, Aaron Lawson.
Boy, you'd love to see a nice special teams return here if you're a Warrior fan. Ball taken at the 3. Good yardage up the middle, then quickly brought down to the 25. That hole closed quickly for Jance Henry.
Yeah, it did.
That'll mark it at the 25. Warriors take over. Passes complete to Hiltz. Gain of about 8 on the play. Rutherford right on the money.
Yeah, it was just another hitch there. Like I said earlier, take what they give you, and then at some point they're going to have to tighten up. But they're given about a 10-yard cushion, their corners are.
Yeah, another strike of lightning off in the distance. Right beyond Ebon Estates, my guess. Some thunder as well. Second down, 2 to go, Warriors. Trailing at 7-0. Pass is batted down. Nice defensive play there by Matthew Martinez.
Tell you what, that was real close there. TJ, I think, got away. That could have been roughing the passer. Rutherford let go of the ball and got hit pretty late there.
Third down, 2 to go.
Yeah, he really didn't have anything there. That was a naked, and the deep crossing route wasn't open, and Ethan Shear was not open as well in the flat.
Fumble, and now they just have to fall on it. Now they're going to have to punt the ball away. That's just a miscue that can't happen on 3rd and short.
Yeah, it almost looked like Stevie just took his eye off the ball at the last minute, but yeah, that hurts.
Antonio Perry, the sophomore, will be in the punt.
Like to see him get a hold of one here.
Not much wind. If there is any, it's in his face. And he gets a high spiral. Let's see if he gets a roll out of it. He does. Nice roll all the way down to the 37-yard line of TJ.
Yeah, you'll take that for sure. It was a good punt by Antonio.
Yeah, it stayed in bounds. I thought it was going to just make a right-hand bounce, Mike, and jump out of bounds for short yardage, but it stayed in the field of play and went backwards.
Yeah, initially to me it looked like it was going to be out of bounds in the air, but yeah, it could have been the wind. It is getting a little bit windy. You can feel it up here.
We'll put it at the 37-yard line. Boy, you just feel 3 and outs is what the doctor would order here for this Central Valley defense. Flag on the play. Looked like we had illegal procedure.
5-yard penalty, illegal motion.
Two receivers in motion at the same time.
Yeah, I missed it. It looked like it was the receiver down here, maybe not set before he went. The other one went in motion, I think.
Well, you got to take advantage of these little breaks if you're Central Valley.
Yeah,
Second
absolutely.
Down, now, first down and 15 helps you with that field position battle. Pass incomplete. Costco really wasn't on the money that time.
That was just a bubble route there, which Montour had a lot of success with last week, and then in the second half, they caught us on a bubble, faked the bubble with it would have been the second receiver in right down the seam and burn us for a touchdown. So clearly TJ watched quite a bit of film and knows they can take advantage of that and see how we adjust to it.
Second down, 15 to go. Eber again got a couple, maybe three. On Drusik with the stop. And Ethan Shearer. Shearer's been in almost every tackle tonight. And that'll be the final play of the first quarter on a Luke Costco 22-yard pass to Gavin Miller. TJ leads it 7-0 as we go to the first quarter break. Want to wish a happy retirement to the public address announcer here at Central Valley High School. Used to do it for Center High School for so many years. Mike Rossi tells me that tonight's his last game behind the mic. Mike has been a voice up here at Sarge Albert Stadium for so many years and has done such a great job for the Warriors and the Trojans back in the day. So we wish Mike Rossi good luck on his future endeavors as he hangs up the mic after tonight.
Yeah, Mike's done a fantastic job, and has been doing it for a long time. He'll be missed for sure.
Mike and I went to high school together.
Just a few years ago, right?
I'm not going to say how many. I would embarrass myself. Although he's younger than me, so I was ahead of him.
This is a big one here, Tom. Definitely one you want to get off the field
they
at
have
third and
to.
long,
I
third
think
and
it's
10.
paramount to get off the field here. Just for the sense of the game, the way the momentum feels in this game. Now we got a timeout. And I don't know who called that. No signal yet.
Yeah, I think it's TJ.
TJ did, yeah. Well, Bill Cherpak didn't have the.
I think they might have only had 10 on the field.
Yeah, they didn't have the right personnel out
Right.
there. On 3rd and 10, it's tough to beat a team of 11 guys, let alone 10. Skies are getting dark and cloudy. The lights are starting to come on here at Sarge Alberts. Thanks again to our athletic director, Sam Sircone, for hooking us up here in the booth and getting things rolling. First home game of the year. I always feel like a kid at Christmas that first football Friday night at home.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
It's a very exciting time of year. If Mother Nature would just cooperate and knock about 30 degrees off of this weather, it'd be nice. All right, we're back set for live action after the TJ timeout. 3rd down, 10 to go, Jags. Costco drops straight back, and that ball is caught.
He's short.
It's going to be right at the sticks. Depends on the mark.
Oh, he got a pretty good
And
spot.
I think he got the mark.
I think he's a little short.
Well, they put 4th down on the far sideline. Yeah, it's going to be short.
About a yard. Now, Lawson made a good tackle there.
I would think they'll go for it here. They're historically noted for having a great offensive line.
Yeah, they've got some horses up
Now,
front.
not only that, you can try to draw the Warriors off sides. They're going to go for it, and they got it. Eber with the first down. Someone loses a hat. He picks it up right away as Zane Sable. 6'1", 268 pounds.
It'll be interesting to see as the game progresses too. Obviously, you want to keep their offense off the field as much as you can, because they're as big as they are up front. They'll wear us down. I mean, they're much bigger.
That 3rd and 10 is third down and 10. You give up 9 and
right.
Puts you in a situation to go for it on 4th down, and they got it. Eber again got a half a yard, and Mason Dixon with the shoestring stop. Ethan Shearer finishes it off.
Eber, tackled by Shearer and Schroeder.
Well, if you're Central Valley, you'll take that all day on 1st down to giving up nothing and put them in 2nd and long.
The problem is 2nd and 3rd and long has been pretty fortuitous for the Jags.
Right.
They've been able to move the football. 7-0 Thomas Jefferson leads it with 10:10 to go in the half. Up the middle, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. That time it was Trent Miller.
Great job by Mason Dixon and Ethan Shearer again.
Mason Dixon and number 6, Ethan Shearer. 3rd down, 9.
Another big 3rd down and long, 3rd and 9 just inside midfield.
Got to get off the
play.
field here.
Probably play the half for this defense. We had some motion on the left side, no call. They're going to throw for it. That's a drop pass. That pass should have been caught by Gavin Miller.
Yeah, they just ran a slant route with that was Miller off of the outside receiver's rear end, and
ball was
fortunately
right
he
there.
dropped the ball.
Ball was right there, but defensively the Warriors were as well. So Makai Ahmed will be back deep to receive the TJ punt.
Makai Ahmed deep to receive.
Oh, that punt is going to be negative yardage. It's going to roll backwards and go out of bounds.
We'll
Where are they going to mark it? That's a -4 punt. That is a huge break for the Warriors.
Yeah.
1st and 10, Central Valley's ball.
Unofficially, I'm going -4 on that. 41-yard line of TJ for Central Valley. Have got to take advantage of this field position if you're a Warrior.
Tackled by number 18, Elijah Fant. Pick up of 3, 2nd down, 7.
Rutherford's going to throw it
Ball
to
on
Henry.
38.
Henry with a nice move. Gain of about 7 on the play. Brought down there by Elijah Fant.
Yeah, everyone was covered downfield there. Jance was the check down and did a good job of picking up. Looked like maybe about 3.5 or maybe 4.
Aaron
Looks
Lawson.
like 3.
7-0 to TJ with 8:40 to go in the half.
Egerton and Ferguson.
Warriors in good field position.
3rd
2nd down,
3.
7.
The ball on
Jet
the
sweep to
34.
Lawson, and he's breaking tackles. Nice run by Aaron Lawson.
Yeah, it looked like Aaron might have been able to get the outside there, but then he did a good job of cutting it up inside and a couple spin moves and got about 4 out of it.
I try a spin move like that, and my ankles are cast by now.
I'd be dizzy.
Oh, man.
Tackled by White. 4th down, 1.
Well, maybe this is where you go to your power back in Mason Dixon. A little bit bigger size than Henry here. And it will be Mason, and he's got the 1st down.
The official up top looks like he's marking him short, but the
Yeah,
official on the near side here looks like it was a little bit better of a spot. It's going to be close.
Oh, I can't. I didn't think it was
I
even
agree,
close.
Tom. I thought it.
I thought he had it by a yard.
Yep, you got it. That's big.
Yeah, I didn't see that I thought that was obvious. Down to the 31. Here go the Warriors. Wonderful pass, complete to Ahmed. Ahmed breaks a tackle. He's going to go in the end zone for the touchdown. Makai Ahmed for 6. 4 to 6 equals 6. Touchdown Warriors.
Now we got a
Now we got a flag on the play, and Mark Lyons isn't happy, and I don't blame him. This is coming back, folks. Oh boy.
You don't see a holding call come from the side judge when the play is on the opposite side of the field.
Wow.
Well, that one hurt. Makai did a great job. That was just a simple curl route, and he gave a little juke to the outside, and the corner bit on it, and he was off to the races. That's a herder there. I obviously didn't see the hold.
I didn't either. I'm looking downfield watching Makai do his magic.
10-yard penalty moves the ball to the 41-yard line.
Well, instead of a touchdown, it's 1st and 20. Well, you don't have to get it all back in one play.
Right.
You just got to move the chains if you're
right.
Central Valley. Patience is a virtue. Just stick to the program, move the chains. Keep possession of this football. And another snap penalty, pre-snap penalty. Illegal substitution. I didn't clearly see the signal, Mike.
Yeah, I missed it too, Tom.
Five-yard penalty. Moves the ball back to the 46. Illegal participation.
They're offsides.
They're lined up offsides, no call.
Oh,
Henry up the middle. He's going to try to get it in the secondary, and he does. Great run by Jance Henry.
Yep, looked like just a draw there on 1st down. Great job of picking up. And he got about 18 of it back there. That's huge.
On 1st down to pick up that kind of yardage on nice delayed draw.
Nearly 20.
2nd down. 7, the ball on the 28.
Went a little bit up tempo here.
Pass is high and complete. And Makai loses his mouthpiece, but he got a first down.
That was just a nice little option route by Central Valley. Ahmed he's just looking for the soft spot in the zone there, and he did a good job of sitting in the soft spot, and Rutherford found him.
I'll tell you, that's that's very impressive to overcome that massive penalty that negated a touchdown.
Yeah, that was huge.
That's maturity there at its finest. High snap brought into Henry. Henry's breaking tackles. He's down to the 11. He'll be about 2 yards shy of 1st. You almost want him to be short there because now you want to get it closer to the goal line on a 1st and goal.
Right.
Because it's at the 11-yard line. I would rather have 2nd and 1 than 1st and goal at the 10. I'd rather have a 2nd and 2 at the 11 with a chance to get down close to the 5.
A lot of room up top. It's raining pretty hard.
Handoff back the other way on the reverse to Henry. Henry reverses field inside the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yes, Henry picks up a Warrior first down.
Yeah, you really,
Big pickup.
with the rain coming in, you want to get a touchdown here because, you know, inclement weather can affect your offense somewhat. First and goal at the 3.
Looking at the sky, doesn't look like it'll last too long, but yeah,
No,
it's
I don't
coming
think
down
it's
pretty
going
good right
to,
now.
but you still got to
Gotta hold
score
on to the
here if you're the
football.
Warriors. And Henry is into the
Yeah,
end
great
zone.
job.
Touchdown. Nice offensive line blocking for James Henry.
Yeah, Jance made a nice little cut there at the end. Great job by the O-line. Remember what we were saying earlier about their line and ours? That was a great drive for us to get a little bit of momentum and wear them down a little bit. The up-tempo was definitely effective there too.
Yeah, it was impressive. That was, in the way they overcame the the big penalty on the negated the touchdown pass that Makai Ahmed was amazing.
Yeah, that was huge. And then the penalty right after it, the 5-yarder.
Well, now Dominic Pratt's got to forget about the missed field goal and make sure he makes his PAT to get back some well-needed confidence. 7-6 Warriors trying to tie it up. Much improved performance compared to last week, although, you know, coaches, the old cliche, you improve the most between game 1 and game 2, and I think Mark is seeing that so far tonight. Except for a couple major penalties, it's been pretty nice. Braddock Ambrose with the hold. He's the backup quarterback for Pratt. Backup quarterback for Rutherford, but holding for Pratt. And we're tied at 7.
Big answer, big answer.
Huge, yep, no question about it. That was very impressive.
4:59 left in the first half. Central Valley 7, Thomas Jefferson 7.
Well, TJ scored last week, Mike, against Baldwin, 21 in the first quarter, 35 in the second. So obviously they're playing a little bit different competition tonight as we're knotted up at 7.
It's really coming down now.
I hope it keeps up in the sky. That way it won't come down.
I'm glad I'm in the booth with you and not out there.
Well, that's one good thing about this gig. Yeah, we're not outside. Although, back in my old radio days, I've been known to broadcast a few games in the elements.
I'm sure.
I did a playoff game, Rochester Faribault, outside at Hampton High School in the snow.
Wow.
Their press box was about the size of half of this booth that you and I are in. That was a long time ago, though. High deep kick by Pratt down to the goal line. If it goes into the end zone, it's an automatic touchback. Good special team. Well, now they break open. I was going to say good coverage. They had him hemmed in, but this is going to go a long way. And finally, the kicker brings him down at the 30-yard line. They had him hemmed in at the 20-yard line, and somehow he broke through.
Yeah, Brennan Hudson got a piece of him, and then it was hard to tell. It didn't look like he broke contain. It looked like our contain man was still outside, but obviously a big play for TJ there. And
yeah, that's tough after you come up with an impressive scoring drive to give up a big return on the kickoff when it looked like you had him dead to rights at the 20-yard line.
Right, give him the momentum right back.
Well, pressure on that Central Valley defense here. 4:45 to go in the half. We're tied at 7. Oh boy, up the middle, big run. Down inside the 10.
Number 3,
Matthew Martinez. Martinez is down to the 5.
Yeah, he didn't get touched till he got into the secondary. Big hole there.
No, that was just blown open from the start. I think that then you have Central Valley thinking of back on their heels on that play. Licking their wounds after the poor coverage on the kickoff return. And Martinez again.
Martinez.
Tripped up by Dixon there.
He's a senior, 5'11", 195.
Priya on the stop.
Second and goal to 3.
Second down goal from the 3.
They're trying to hard count him.
Martinez is
great
hit at the
job.
line, behind the line.
Looked like Kriya again. He's having a good game.
Martinez.
It definitely was.
By number 29, Michael Priya.
Krias Jr.,
Number 11, Lucas Gerlach.
6'1", 215 junior. Don't remember him getting an awful lot of playing time last year.
Yeah, played
Young
on
man
special
has
teams.
come
But
on.
yeah,
Third and goal to 3. Egerton goes wide right.
toss.
They'll pitch to Martinez, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 3, Matthew Martinez in the
Yeah,
end
from up
zone
here,
for
you
the
could almost see that
touchdown.
coming. They had the wide out spread out past the numbers and had a ton of room on that side. A lot of room for the toss there.
Well, the good news is it leaves Central Valley with 2:55 left and a half with 3 timeouts. Wessel on the kick. And it's
Wessel's
good.
kick is good. 2:55 left in the first half. TJ 14, CD 7.
Well, what an answer on that kickoff return. Central Valley scored to tie it at 7, Mike, and then it looked like they had the returner hemmed in, and he breaks through and goes all the way for a 70-yard return down to the Central Valley 30-yard line. Well, not 70, but 60-yard return.
Yeah, that was a tough one because obviously we had gained momentum with the TD right back in the game at 7-7, and to give that up hurt. So let's see how we respond here. Like you said, plenty of time. We've got all 3 timeouts. I'm sorry, yeah, 3 timeouts. They've got 2.
Henry and Lawson seek to receive. Wessel's kicking off.
It'll be interesting to see too, Tom, with the rain's come down hard enough. The field's pretty wet and the ball's wet. It'll be interesting to see how we hold on to the ball here. Hopefully we do. Throwing the ball might be a little bit
Well,
more
let's get a
difficult.
return like TJ did, make things easier. High, deep kick. Henry takes it at the 10. He goes up the middle and breaks a
Good
couple
return.
tackles.
Real good return.
Out to the 35.
Chance
We
Henry
take
on the
that.
return. Tackled by Bacote and Miller.
So the Warriors take over at the own 35-yard line, trailing it 14-7.
Their own 35.
Kind of type of football game I expected. I thought we see some hard hitting, some good offensive line play, and some few athletic plays sprinkled in here and there. That's what you expect from 2 great programs. Rutherford on the keeper and broke
He's
one
got some
tackle and picked up about 8 yards.
Rutherford to the 43. Pushed out.
Got out of
by
bounds too,
Snyder.
which helps you because you can preserve your timeouts, which they probably wouldn't have used one there
Second down.
anyway.
Yeah, but still, you're
Still
right,
got
though.
3.
That's a good
Correction,
good
43.
point. Second down and 3 to go.
Tell you what, this is a great time for play action, second and short. See what they do here.
He's going to drop back and throw for it, or at least try. Now they go downfield, incomplete.
That was the right decision by
Another
Stevie
first
there.
pass is incomplete.
Didn't really have anyone. They kind of ran the scramble drill there, which once the play breaks down, the quarterback gets flushed out. Receivers
Here's
go
the problem
deep,
with
one comes
throwing
up
it on
short.
second down, though. Now you're 3rd and 3, and the pressure to move those chains is immense here.
Sure.
If you run it on second down, pick up a little bit of yardage, it's 3rd and short. And timeout on the play by
2:34 left in the first half. Timeout, TJ.
TJ with the timeout.
Their second.
Yeah, they figure why take him into the locker room with us. Let's make sure we know what we're doing defensively here. New addition to Sarge Albert Stadium, Mike, is the CV logo light in the end zone behind the scoreboard. I think it lights up. I'm not sure if it's going to light up tonight or not, but I think that's in the works to have it light up. Pretty impressive looking.
Yeah, it looks
display.
great. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was Mikey Bendekovic's senior project.
Is that right?
Yep.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
So big 3rd down and 3 to go. Cole Hiltz will go wide to the left. Well, you would think Mark would go for it on 4th down, even if they're short here. Hopefully they won't have that problem. And they won't. It's a 1st down. Henry to the outside. Henry on his feet.
Gone.
He's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Chance Henry. He goes coast to coast like butter on toast. You better believe it, number 2.
That was a 57-yard run. It didn't look like he would maybe get to the outside, but he showed his speed there. The DB had the angle, and he just outran him. Great answer there by CV. Great run by Jans.
Great. Jans got to the outside. A great read there and great ability to stay in bounds. A couple local scores. Newcastle leads Hopewell 14-3. And Knock leads North Catholic 14-3. Extra point by Dominic Pratt is good, and we're tied at 14.
He missed it.
They call wide.
Wide left.
Oh, boy.
2:23 left in the first half.
It was so high, I thought it went through. So, wide left or right?
Wide left.
Well, that can be momentum buster right there. So it's not tied. It's 14-13. TJ with a 1-point lead. Pratt has a strong leg. Missed 1 field goal and 1 extra point. So young man going through some growing pains right now. Ben Shore was the starting place kicker last year. Fine soccer player and an excellent trumpet player in the band. Well, I'll bet Dirt Winston's liking what he sees by number 2 in that backfield for the Warriors. Dennis Dirt Winston doing some recruiting up here for local colleges. Well, not local, just all over the place. He's working for a scouting service now.
See how we cover on this one.
What a football game. This one as good as advertised. That ball's going to go out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, they were trying to angle it there, put it in the corner to hem him in, and looked like it might get to the end zone, but just I think it went out about the 3. Lots of time left. They've got 2:23 and 1 timeout.
Yeah, I'm wondering how Chirp's going to play this. I would imagine that he'll stick to his normal offense, and if he breaks a big gainer, then they'll try to capitalize on it.
Right.
The good thing, if you're a Warrior fan, they do get the football to start the second half. That's always a good thing to have in your hip pocket when you defer the toss at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Or win the toss and defer, I should say.
Yeah, and if I remember right, last week I think we got a late touchdown in the first half, and then had the ball to start
Henry
the second
scored
half.
late in the first half.
Right.
To make it a 3-point game at the half. But they couldn't maintain that momentum in the third quarter against Montour.
They just burned their last time out. So here's what I think happened there. So their outside receivers, as far as I know, unless the rules change, when they come onto the field, they've got to come inside the numbers and then go back out.
Okay.
And they stayed out, at least the outside, the split end stayed outside the numbers.
Second time they've had to do that.
Yeah, but that's a big timeout to burn.
Yeah, that's a huge that might change your whole philosophy.
I mean, you still got time, like you said. I mean, if they, I don't think they'll be too conservative here, and if they get the ball out to midfield in the first couple plays, then you got plenty of room and time to work with.
Well, if you're the Warriors, you're thinking it's time for a little turnover. I don't care if it's apple, pineapple, cherry, whatever. I'll take whatever one's available to me.
I can't remember. Has there been a turnover yet? Almost to start the game.
No, there has not been.
On the opening kickoff.
First and 10, TJ at their own 35-yard line. 14-13, the Jags lead it. Tight handoff, maybe one or two.
Yeah, now CV burned one.
Shearer there, along with Schroeds. Yeah, why not?
Should be 2:20 on the clock, they're saying. I think they're going to reset it to 2:20.
Yeah, if you're Central Valley, you're thinking, let's get the football back. Or set up a punt return even. Just somehow get our hands on the football.
Yeah, Coach Lyons is arguing that there should be 2:20 on the clock, and I think he's right. When the whistle blew for the timeout, they did reset it. He's not too happy with the officials right now.
I think he's just making after-game plans for dinner, that's all. Second down, 7 to go for the Jags. Central Valley went in for the tying score but missed the extra point on a 57-yard run by Jance Henry.
Interesting to see what TJ will do here. If you're Central Valley, you hope they throw the ball and
well, I was going to say, I don't know.
Throw an incomplete pass to stop the clock and you save a timeout.
They got one, well, no, they have two set, one left, one right.
Right tackle moved.
Yep. 5 yards against the Jags.
Big penalty.
5-yard penalty.
That's just a lack of focus there.
Procedure.
After a timeout, you know what the play is. You just mosey up to the line and really never really got comfortable in his set and stance.
Yeah, that's what it almost looked like he just was off balance when he got in his stance. Play action.
He's going to roll right, trying to throw it downfield. That is caught.
That should have been offensive pass interference.
Looked like a push-off.
Sure looked like it.
No
they got
call.
away with one there.
Gavin
At least
Miller,
from this angle, it looked like they did.
Certainly looked like he extended the right arm on the defender. But no call, and the Jaguars pick up a huge first down.
Tell you what, too, early on, we had everything covered pretty well. He was patient. Costco
I actually
was
thought that
there.
might have been picked off. I thought it was going to
too.
be underthrown. Inside draw handoff. Shearer with another stop. Matt Martinez with the carry.
Just saw the replay of that, Tom. It actually looked like I couldn't see who the DB was, but it almost looked like he kind of lost balance there and fell. It initially looked like he was pushed.
Second down, 4 to go. Costco's throwing
There's
it
a
deep.
pick.
That is intercepted and brought down
Great job.
immediately, but that'll at least stop the scoring threat, and that's all you want to do at this point.
Yep. Well,
Although
Costco was looking for Egerton. He really just threw it up. He wasn't open, and he threw it right to the middle of the field. That ball's got to go more between the goalpost and the hash, and he threw it right up in the middle, right to Nastic. Huge play, obviously, for us.
This is why you always want to get ahead of a team like TJ. They're just not as versed throwing a football as running it. And they're missing one of their better receivers tonight, I'm told. Well, with Henry in the backfield, he can take it a distance at any time. But not that time. Oh, Rutherford keeps it. What a play fake that was.
Rutherford.
Guy Ahmed and Jared Bacote mixing it up downfield. Timeout Warriors. I don't know. If I'm Central Valley, I'm happy I'm only down one. I don't do an awful lot here. I don't want to turn the ball over. I want to run out the clock. I don't want Thomas Jefferson to get their hands on the football again in this half.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got no timeouts.
CV has
run
the
ball here. See, if you obviously you get out to midfield,
it's a different story.
Bust a big play here. You never know, and then you got an opportunity. But yeah, the last thing you want to do is be too aggressive down here, near the shadow of our own end zone.
And remember,
15.
Central Valley gets the ball to start the second half. So
Right.
that always has to be in your mind when you're coaching at the end of the half. Well, I think it's a good first half for the Warriors so far. They knew they were facing a very tough foe. I think they've handled themselves well coming back after the loss to Montour. They had to overcome a big penalty to negate a touchdown. So they face some adversity, and they're right in this thing. Henry gets piled up in the line.
Yeah, not too much there.
Henry.
I think they're going to let it burn.
I would. I definitely would.
Yeah, you got 3rd and 5. You don't want to have to even.
No.
You don't want to have to punt from here.
Well, you snap. They're out of timeout, so you only have to snap the ball one more time.
Right, and won't have to do anything on 4th. He's going to let it run all the way down and call a timeout.
Yeah, which would
burn
make
his
sense.
Last one.
Mark standing by the official, Coach Lyons.
I would venture to guess they're just going to kneel it here.
Timeout Warriors.
Central Valley uses their 3rd and final timeout.
Here's the good. Go ahead.
They won't even have to snap it now.
They'll have to snap it once. Yeah, to chop the clock in. But they won't have to on 4th.
Oh, yeah, one more. Well, yeah, they won't have to snap it on 4th down.
Right.
Hey, ask him why he got it.
Well, the rain is let up, at least.
I was getting ready to.
Yeah, it looks like it stopped altogether. Here's the good thing too. We've played much better than we did last week, and we're overall, but we still haven't played our best half. We've left some plays on the field. I mean, special teams, we've not really been great. He's not going to be happy.
No, there's not been special at
kickoff
all.
team, we've
coverage or
missed field goal,
the fact of a
missed
missed
extra
field
point,
goal, extra point
big
missed.
play on the kickoff. And in tight games, special teams turnovers can be the difference. So not the best half, but you're happy to be down a point going into the half, getting the ball to start the second. We really hurt ourselves a bit too. Got to eliminate the big play, though. We've given up some big plays.
Jet sweep, and now they fake it. Rutherford looked like he might have got grabbed in the face mask. And that'll be the last play of the half. It didn't get enough for the first down, but they won't have to snap it again. The clock will run out. At the half, it's Thomas Jefferson 14, Central Valley 13. The Warriors down 1 after a missed extra point, but they will receive the second half kickoff, and weather permitting, we'll have audio and visual of our marching bands coming up. If they still take the field, we'll wait and see, but we'll be back after our halftime break with the Warriors down 1 here on the Central Valley School District YouTube network.
Maybe Sunday. Yeah. Secondary basis. It ain't got a buzz. Y'all got the food. It ain't no bug that fights in Puerto Rico. I got he tried to compare them to lemons. You what? No, they just got here like now they talk about a new car. They said they're going to release a new car that has like a 3-year lifespan. But yeah.
Like dressing a child.
is our public address announcer for 45 years, Center Trojans in the Central Valley Warriors. At this time, high school principal Sean McCreary and athletic director Sam Saccone will present Mike Rossi with the commemorative Central Valley football and a certificate of excellence for his time and dedication to their school district. Thank you, Mike, for your 45 years of astounding commentary and service. Ladies and gentlemen, the 50-50 number for tonight is 115-068. 115-068. If you have the winning ticket, please report to the press box.
And a nice halftime ceremony for a long-time public address announcer Mike Rossi, who was awarded a Central Valley football and a plaque by Sean McCreary, the high school principal and assistant football coach, and athletic director Sam Saccone. And Mike's been doing it a long time, so long I lost count of how many years it's been. And what a great job he's done for Center High School, and then he's been the only PA address announcer that Central Valley football has ever known. So congratulations, Mike Rossi, as Thomas Jefferson will kick it off to start the second half. The Warriors trail it 14-13, but will receive the second half kickoff. Back deep will be Jance Henry. And also Aaron Lawson. Gavin Miller with a 22-yard touchdown reception for TJ. Jance Henry with a 3-yard touchdown run, and then a 3-yard run by Matt Martinez for TJ, and then a 57-yard run by Jance Henry. As we'll look at some stats here after this kickoff return by Lawson. Lawson goes up the middle to the 20-25. He's into the secondary to the 39-yard line. Good return there by Aaron Lawson. And Mike, that's a good way to start this second half.
Yeah, great field position to start. Aaron found the seam, and yeah, you'll take starting out the 45-yard line or 40-yard line every time.
Jance Henry rushed for 104 yards in the first half. Rutherford, the quarterback, rushed for 40. Rutherford was 5 out of 8 passing for 48 yards. Luke Costco throwing the football for TJ, 5 out of 9 for $123 and a touchdown. Draw play to Henry, and he's got 10, 12 yards into TJ territory. Rushing for the Jaguars, not a lot really. Martinez, the leading rusher, with 37 yards.
Yeah, and it kind of felt like, seeing the stats, it felt like they would have had maybe more than that in the first half. But I'd commented in the first half, their offensive line's big and physical, but our kids have really settled in and are doing a really good job.
Mike, good job tracking down the stats for us at halftime. Jet sweep reverse to Lawson. Lawson with about 5.
Props to Norm, right? Norm got him for us.
Tackled by Anderson.
Norm is the best. And I'm not just saying that to get a free ice cream cone to Brewster's or anything like that, you know. Second down, 5 to go, Warriors.
The ball on the 42.
Lots of room down here at the bottom.
Good start so far for the Warriors. Rutherford is sacked, though, at midfield. Loss of about 8 on the play. Good defensive play by Trent Miller. Wow, that's a That's a drive killer there.
Third down. 13.
Momentum clearly on the side of the Warriors until that sack.
Yeah, that's a big one. Ahmed was going deep, and he had Shear dragging across the field, but just didn't have anyone there.
3rd down and 13 to go.
You don't need it all here. If he gets close, they're going to go for it.
And Rutherford, though, only going to pick up a couple yards. Maybe
Nobody
one.
open again. Really good coverage by Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, that's a coverage sack. They'll have to kick it away. You got to win the battle of field position early on. Only down one. Antonio Perry back to kick it away. The sophomore punter. Great athlete. Saw him play minor league baseball over in Central Valley and could really hit that baseball a long way. Kick is short though and doesn't get any roll at all as it goes right out of bounds at about the 27-yard line.
Perry's punt.
Well, we've yet to have a turnover. Well, one turnover on a Central Valley interception. That was it.
Yeah, late in the half.
Really didn't have an effect on the football game. So no impactful turnovers as a first and 10 at the 26-yard line for TJ. Central Valley 3 and out on their, not 3 and out. They got 2 first downs and then had a punt. Big hole by Eber.
Tackled by Lawson.
Yeah, pretty big hole there off the left side. Missed who made the tackle there. I think it was Ethan Andrusik. Tyler, I said Ethan.
2nd down and 4 to go. Eber with the first down or close to it. And we have a Jaguar down on the field. Looks like the big lineman, Shep Turk, and boy, you hate to see that. You hope he's okay.
Eber.
Looks to be a left leg injury.
Yeah, looks like he's holding his knee.
Young man on his way to the University of Pittsburgh after this season.
Yeah, he's big. They're big all across.
He's huge.
They're 290,
6'5",
220,
too. He's
268,
6'5",
295,
too.
and 265 across their line.
I mean, he's big enough to play at Pitt right now. You hate to see this for any player, but let alone a senior. Injuries are such a part of this game. It can be heartbreaking at times when you have to deal with those injuries. But Turk is up on his own power. It looks like.
Yeah, you hope he's
Hopefully
okay.
he had a cramp, bad cramp.
Halftime scores: Newcastle 21, Hopewell 13, Montour 6, Moon 0, Alaquippa 14, Bell Vernon 0, Fort Cherry 28, O's 14, West Allegheny 7, Char Valley 6.
So 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line for the Jags. Near side wide left is Farrison.
Rain coming down hard again.
It is in sheets of rain. Eber goes nowhere.
Yeah, great stop on first down there. Looks like they maybe got one.
Shears up there, Lucas Jerovac. Gain of maybe 1. 2nd down, 9 to go for the Jaguars. 14-13. TJ with a 1-point lead. Warriors have missed an extra point and a short field goal on this game. Pitch back to Eber. He's got a first down and a whole lot more. To the outside, still on his feet to the 30. Down inside the 30, brought down by Nastic. But Eber with a huge gain.
Yeah, they had success on the toss earlier in the game on the touchdown, and then looked like on that one, it looked like Luke Jerevac lost contain a little bit, and once he got to the outside and got into the secondary and Nastic got turned around a little bit, that was a big game. They've had some big plays.
And you had that sense, though, that this is critical. The Warriors down one already. Don't want to go down by more than one score. Eber again with good yardage. Finally brought down by Quinn Connolly.
I think they're going to keep pounding the rock here now, Tom. They're starting to have some success. That's fourth pretty good run on this drive.
They don't like to throw the ball as it is.
That rain's really coming down now. It's a downpour.
Pitch back to Eber. Cuts across the grain. Got a first down. Down to close to the 15-yard line.
We did a pretty good job there, kept contained. He just did a good job of cutting it back up inside. Looks
got
like
a Warrior shaking up. That might be Ben
Kriya.
Dekovic. No, actually Kriya.
Yeah.
29, not 79. It is pouring. Well, if you could just somehow keep the Jaguars out of the end zone, at least hold them to a field goal attempt, you'd feel like you won at this point.
Be a great time for a turnover. I'll tell you what, with as hard as it's raining, that ball, the officials aren't going to be able to keep that ball dry, so that ball is going to be waterlogged and wet. I hope we can force a turnover here.
Ball security will definitely be job
Bad
one.
snap.
Nonetheless, the Jaguars have a first and 10 at the Warriors' 16-yard line. Under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Thomas Jefferson 14, Central Valley 13. Fumble on the play. You mentioned it, Mike, but unfortunately the Warriors don't recover. Boy, you asked for it. We just didn't quite
Dropped
able
right
to deliver
in front
it.
of him, right back to Costco there.
Yeah, Costco didn't even hesitate. He just fell right on the football. Smart heads-up play by the senior leader. Didn't even try to pick it up. He just wanted to get it back. Might have lost a yard. Second down, 11 to go. Eber's up the gut. Inside the 10. Maybe a yard or so shy of the sticks.
Touchdown saving there by Nastic. Looks like they need about
two to go.
2 or 3. Long 2 maybe.
Yeah, I'd say a long 2.
Third down 2.
That rain isn't slowing down.
And that should be a first down.
Yeah, looks like you got it.
Looks like he got down to the 5, first and goal. I haven't noticed, Mike, has Turk, trying to notice Turk went back into the game. He is?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'd be surprised if he's in there in this kind of weather.
I don't see him.
No.
No, Andrew Yashenko is taking his place, senior left tackle.
Eber's hit at the line.
Oh,
loose football. I don't know who's got it.
Looked like Shear on the tackle there, and it was hard to tell if the ball came loose before he hit the ground or not.
You know, Beckett Everly recovered it, the big lineman for TJ. And another Jaguar down on the field. Mark Lyons, 15-year at the helm here at Central Valley, the only coach the Warriors have ever known. Bill Cherpek going for win number 311 tonight. He is, I believe, number 2 all time in the WPIAL.
Yeah, that's impressive, and he's been at it for 30 years, so pretty incredible.
I asked him, I said, Coach, if you ever think about coaching in college, or he goes, I never wanted to move. He said, once I got situated at TJ, he said, I was happy there. He said, I didn't want to move around. I don't want to relocate anywhere. And he said, I've been happy there, so I've stayed there.
Yeah.
Pretty simple answer to a simple question. But you like to see a guy that's content with his legacy and what he's done on the high school level. I mean, how many offers do you think he had to go to college?
Yeah, I'm sure quite a few.
Probably once a year for the last 20 years. Coming off the field is Cooper Cambaris. Cooper spelled Kooper. I got a dog named Cooper, but we spell it with a C.
C.
Second and goal from the 3.
Well, you hope they cough it up again here.
Second and goal to go at the 3-yard line. Yeah, it was on the ground twice, and Central Valley couldn't get it.
They snuck it.
Oh, they kept it there.
Yeah,
Costco's in, I think. Yes, finally.
Yeah, as tight as a fullback and a tailback were behind a quarterback, it's hard to imagine they were going to give the ball to one of them. They were up really tight.
So the quarterback just runs a good safe play. You can't argue with that call. Now you hope for a missed extra point on the part of the Jags would help out immensely.
Yeah, the hold won't be easy on this for sure.
Samuel Wessel is a junior place kicker. And another Jaguar down, looks like cramps.
Coach Lyons is talking with the officials again. I actually wonder if he's complaining that they weren't set. They came up to the line of scrimmage. I didn't see anybody if they weren't set, but I wonder if that might be what he's upset about.
Yeah,
that
good
they
point.
weren't set at the line of scrimmage.
He's
before the
very
ball was
animated
snapped.
about it. I know that. Mark had to put some rain gear on at halftime.
Yeah, it really hasn't slowed down since it started.
Dominic Metz, the injured player, he's running off the field, appears to be fine after the cramp. Well, regardless of the outcome of this football game, sure you'd love to win it if you're Central Valley, but I think they showed marked improvement over last week.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yeah, been a lot more, had more of an identity on offense, and really, except for a few big plays, have played pretty well. Special teams has hurt a little bit. Long way to go, though.
How about
I'm
this? They're
surprised
going for
two.
two. And they're not going to get it, so that is huge. I don't know. That is a shocker. Unless they had no faith in the snap and the hold.
Yeah, here's my thing, though. You kick the extra point, you're up a touchdown, and they got to go for 2.
Yeah.
You don't get it, now they're still within a touchdown.
Yeah,
so
I'm shocked.
if you're CV, that's a win. You'll take that.
Yeah, that's a moral victory there for the Warriors. Now you got to take advantage of it offensively. So it's a 7-point lead. 20-13, TJ up after a 3-yard touchdown run by QB Luke Costco. Far cry from the 63 points they hung on Baldwin last week. But they knew coming in that the Warriors would be a much tougher task than the Highlanders. Now Wessel was out there to kick off, so I don't think it's an injury to Wessel, Mike, or he wouldn't be kicking off. I think they thought they could put the nail in the coffin by going up
Henry and Lawson.
Yeah, I kick it every time there.
by 9. Lawson on the return up the middle.
Oh, he's got
Now
some
he
room.
goes outside, out
Aaron
across to the
Lawson on the
31-yard
return.
line.
On the tackle, number 18, Elijah Fant. First and 10, Warriors ball on their own 32.
They've had some success throwing the ball, but right now, the way the rain's coming down, it's going to be tough to throw it. So we'll see what we do here.
Can be tough to throw, but it also can break a big one if a defender slips. High snap, and that play was doomed from the start because of the high snap.
Henry.
Yeah, that high snap threw the timing off altogether.
That'll just mess up the play from the get-go.
And Schmidt. No gain, second down 10.
Yeah, Henry was fortunate enough to at least get back to the line of the scrimmage there.
Yeah, actually, Rutherford did a good job going up to get it. Another high snap, very high. And Ahmed makes the catch. He'll be short of the first down. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2 to go. So 2 high snaps, and that could be indicative of the wet football.
Yep. That's a third successful hitch route. They've been giving us a ton of room. We'll see if Coach Lyons continues to take advantage of that, take what they give you.
Now they're in tight. Henry with the football, and it looked like he
Looks like
had
he
the
got
first down.
Henry at a Central Valley first down.
Now they're going to move the chains. He's got it.
Big first down.
Bacote on the stop.
Looks like the rain is letting up a little bit.
1st and 10 Warriors out to the 44. Rutherford on the keeper. Fakes the handoff to Nastic.
To the 45.
Looks like Alexander's shaking up a little bit.
Wondrusik, too, had to come out of the lineup. Timmy McElhaney checks in, only a freshman. Ball's thrown downfield to Ahmed and way out of bounds.
Rutherford's pass intended for Ahmed is incomplete.
That's good coverage, though, by Jared Bacote. That almost looked like a throwaway down. I don't really no chance for that play to develop, Mike. It just threw it up for grabs. Quick route. Just a fly pattern. Hey, if you get open, great. If not, I'll throw it out of bounds, and that's pretty much what happened, but it brings up 3rd and 9. And Rutherford's hitting the backfield. Loss of 3 on the play.
They did a fantastic job in coverage there again. There really wasn't anybody open. They're crossing routes with the 2 inside receivers underneath and just didn't have anybody open.
Zachary Villa with the stop, and another Jaguar cramping up is Dominic Volumino. Oh, those cramps hurt so bad.
Well, the wind's completely died down. There's no wind after the rain. It's really, really died down.
Now the Warriors are going to have to punt it away again. Now, after the first few plays to start the second half, this offense kind of has that Montour feel where there's no continuity going right now.
Yeah, see if we can get some field position back on this punt and get them to go 3 and out and get the ball back with some good field position and get something going.
Yeah,
here.
maybe turnover time here. Something. I feel like the Warriors need some kind of a spark. Be it a turnover, special teams play, something. Only down 7 though. A full quarter to be played plus a minute 36 of the third. Perry back to kick. He'll punt it from the 27. Off the side of the foot, that's going to be a short one. Not what they needed there.
Yeah, that one hurt. That hurt.
And they are going to mark that at the 45-yard line, a 2-yard punt.
Yeah, it looked like Antonio hit it off the side of his foot.
Again, you know, wet football, rainy conditions. Not to make excuses, but they're facts. It happens when you play in inclement weather.
Ball on the Central Valley 45.
This is a big possession here, and like you said, Tom, it'd be great to get a turnover here and get some of the momentum back. But this is a big possession at this point in the game with them up 7.
Especially starting the drive on the Central Valley side of the football field. At the CV 45 come the Jaguars. Pitch back. Eber got a couple.
Tyler Eber.
Great job by Jerevac
Tackled
there
by
and
Connolly.
Nate Conley. Just called Quinn Nate. Quinn Connolly.
Gain of 1. Second down 9.
Second down 9 to
They've
go.
had success with the toss. We did a really good job there.
Another big play here for the Central Valley defense. You got to keep them in 3rd and long. Ethan Shearer with another saving tackle. That might have been that would have been a first down if not more.
Yep. Kept them from getting the first down. This is a big one here. 3rd and 1. Third and long one.
Probably 4 down territory here. They're at the CV 37. And they may wait till the 4th quarter to snap it.
The end of 3 quarters.
Well, one score in the 3rd quarter, and it was by Thomas Jefferson. They went for 2, didn't get it, so at the end of the 3rd quarter, our score, Thomas Jefferson 20, Central Valley 13.
Talking to Will Shear at the gym today, he said his mom lives in Arizona and listens or watches the broadcast out in Arizona. So shout out to Will's mom.
Well, good evening, Mrs. Shearer. I guess it's Mrs. Shearer. I'm not sure, but we'll go with that anyways. Or hi, Will's mom. We'll just say that. How about that? Well, she can be awful proud of her grandson tonight. I'll tell you that much. He's had a phenomenal defensive game. Boy, it's just, I can't stress it enough, Mike, how important it is that Central Valley does not go down by more than 2 scores.
Yeah, this
down
is a big
7 now.
here.
Even if they give up a first down here, they got to buckle up the bootstraps and keep TJ off the board. No more points. Costco plows ahead like he did on a touchdown for the first down.
It again.
Costco's good size, 6'4", 211. That's not too shabby.
That's a big kid, especially for high school. Big quarterback.
Warrior down on the field.
Can't tell who it is. Looks like a cramp. I'm actually surprised we didn't see more cramps in the first half. Was, you know, with as hot as it was earlier, and seen a lot.
Yeah, things
here in
have
the
cooled
second
off
half.
a little bit.
I don't see Kriya over here in the huddle. I wonder if it could be Kriya, but I can't see the number.
I hate to speculate. I was thinking Ethan might have been down. Sure. Whoever it is
Definitely
fine.
a cramp. Yep.
He's taking a drink, so whoever it is will be fine. It is Kriya. Yep, having a tough time walking off the field with those cramps. Boy, you just know that feeling when you look at a guy
they hurt.
limping off the field. You're like, oh, been there, done that. Ouch.
Yeah, they hurt.
Well, as quick as they come, they go away that fast. Usually.
First and 10, the ball on the 34.
First and 10 Jaguars at the CV-34. Whistle on a play. What do we got?
It's like a timeout. Yep, timeout by TJ.
And another one of those timeouts they have to burn after a stoppage in play.
Yep. Yeah, and those are not ones you want to burn.
Well, this could be the. We're in the fourth quarter now. This could be the defensive series of the game from this point forward. They have got to keep the Jags off of the scoreboard.
Yeah, this is a big possession, and we've really not done much. We haven't, you know, in the second half offensively, and need to get a big stop here and get some momentum back and get the ball in our playmakers' hands and hopefully put one in the end zone.
All right, back to
Looks like Santino Ulizio in for Kriya.
live action, first and 10. Eber with the football. Gained 5. He was hit at the line of scrimmage and then broke one tackle and powered forward for 5 yards. Maybe 4, actually.
Mason Dixon on the stop.
Mason Dixon comes up with the stop.
I don't know how many tackles Mason has, but he's been in a lot of plays tonight.
Great young man. Hope he stays healthy. Comes from a terrific family. His dad, Tyrone, one of the assistants under Mark Lyons. Eber again with the football, and he's right at the chains.
Eber tackled by Shearer.
Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 2. Well, TJ's obviously content to pound the rock now. I don't think they've even had a pass attempt that I remember yet in the second half.
I'd be content with a holding call here.
Yeah. Or a turnover.
Oh, that would be preference. Preference number 1, turn it over.
They might sneak it here again. That's a long way to sneak
Well,
it.
Costco's been unstoppable up the middle.
Oh, you got to make that tackle.
But they handed off for the first down.
Yeah, Tyler Andrusik got great penetration there and got a hand on him, but wasn't able to make the tackle.
Anytime I've covered a Thomas Jefferson football team, they use about 5 different backs, and they're interchangeable. They just look identical. It's hard to, you don't see a lot of difference in style. They just all good, solid, fundamental, strong football players.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of speed burners. You just see good, solid football players. First and 10 down to the Warriors 21. Eber again with good yardage on first down. Eber's been the workload tonight.
Tackled by Luke Gerlach. Pick up for 4.
Yeah, concerning thing is here is, like I said, they're running the ball now and they're having success with it, getting positive yards on every play. And crazy as it seems, the half's gone fast. The clock's really starting to become a factor, and especially
It is,
this
especially if
this
you
is
got
a huge
points, yeah.
possession. Yep.
Second down, 6 to go. Mix up in the backfield and almost a loose football. Eber lost a couple.
Yeah, Costco just ran into him. It almost looked like Eber was supposed to. His steps almost looked like they were off. He tried to go like inside zone, and he
zigged when he
ran
should have
right
zagged.
into him. Yep.
Third down and 9. So the mix up in the backfield definitely benefits the Warriors.
That's huge. Third and long.
Got to get pressure on Costco here. That's if they're thinking about.
It'll be interesting to see what they do here if they don't get any more yardage. Because if you look at the flag,
I think the wind's coming their way.
Yeah, it's blowing right in their face. So
I don't know. They decided to go for 2 instead of kick it on their last touchdown.
Right.
So there might be something to that. Could be the snapper, the holder, or the kicker. Who knows? Or the line. And that was lightning. We may have a delay.
If they're pausing things because of it. Yeah. No. I don't know what that was.
I thought I saw a stroke of lightning over there for about the 4th time tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what the holdup is. Yeah, if you're,
It's the I think it's the clock, the play clocks.
Okay. All right, now they got it rolling. Third down, 9 to go. Pitch back to Eber. And he's got way too many yards on 3rd and long. That just can't allow that.
They just ran the toss again and got contained.
Yep. Now you put yourself in 4th down territory for sure. It's only 4th and half a yard to go.
Yep. Yeah, that hurt.
So you're definitely going for it there. Well, do you take a chance and bunch everyone up the middle and risk them pop pass over the middle?
They've had success sneaking the ball. I'd sneak it again.
Yeah, I would think Costco would just go forward.
And we don't even have it now. We do. I was gonna say we don't even have anyone over the center. We do now.
And TJ wants another timeout. They only have one left. This drive is the football game in Bill Chirpak's mind, I think.
The last 2 sneaks, they didn't have anyone over the center. They didn't have a nose guard over the center, and we shifted one over there. So I wonder if he told the quarterback if we get a nose, then call timeout.
Yeah. Well,
take another muff snap here.
Something. Or a heck of a defensive line surge.
Yep.
Because really, this is the game right here. You have to stop them from getting the first down. And that's assuming that if they get the sticks here, they're going to end up putting 3 or 7 on the board. 3, 6, or 7. 3 would do it, probably. That would put you up 2 scores if you're TJ. And the Warriors know that. They know the urgency.
Yep, for sure.
Here we go, 4th and 1. And they give it to Eber, and he's going to score. Nope, he's down at the 1-yard line. I thought he was going to score. Actually, now you might want to let him score instead of eating time off the clock, so you have more time to play with.
Yeah, that was a big one there for sure.
1st and goal to 2 for the Jags. Big run by Ebert. He's been really a workhorse tonight. Tough guy to bring down. Good solid runner. Ran for 90 yards last week at 2 touchdowns. 5'10", 170, not the biggest guy on the field. And I think they're going to.
Yeah, they must not have been set. He was short anyway.
Flag on the play. Procedure penalty. I think you're right, Mike. Oh, that'll help a little bit. Now you have a realistic chance to keep him out of the end zone.
Timmy McElhaney in for Baker.
First and goal at the 8 now. Clock becoming a factor with only 6:30 to go in regulation. Pitch back to Ebert. And stopped at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I just ran the toss again. I couldn't tell on that who came up and filled, but that was a pretty solid hit. One of our DBs.
I think it was Nastic. BJ Nastic came up.
2nd and goal from the 4.
Still picked up 4 and looked like they had it sealed off. Been doing a lot of that stuff, that toss left. When you wonder if they're going to come back right to the wide side, would concern me a little bit on this play call.
Yeah, they've had success with the toss.
Again, Costco up the gut's been a problem too to stop, and there he goes.
Again.
And he's got a yard or two.
Costco. About the 1.
Yeah, that last first down, and obviously, again, they're content with just running the football. They've burned another almost 2.5 minutes off since the last first down.
3rd and goal.
Korea hasn't returned either. He's still on the sidelines. Looked like his cramps were pretty bad. He's working his legs on the sidelines right now.
And the Jaguars are into the end zone. And that is going to be Martinez.
That was a big one.
Well, good solid drive by TJ there. You have to hand it to him. Well, that's what good programs do. Put games away when they have the opportunity.
Yeah,
not that this one's over, but things are looking dismal for the Warriors. Kick is up and good. So it's 27-13 TJ.
Extra point is good. 5:02 left in the game. Thomas Jefferson 27, Central Valley 13.
Well, stranger things have happened. It's not over, but
they have time.
You got to get a quick one.
We need a special teams play. Big return here.
Yep.
Of course, a wily veteran coach like Bill Cherpak, he knows what's in the Mark Lyons' bag of tricks. Perry's going to be back deep this time instead of Lawson with Henry.
Yep.
Need to receive number 20,
well, Lawson's up
Perry, and number 2, Jazz Henry.
Rain's picking up again.
And that ball's going to go out of bounds, so they'll get it at the 35-yard line.
Central Valley's ball, 1st and 10 on their own 35.
Well, you can't get real desperate and just throw the ball on every down. You got to run some semblance of your offense here, Mike. But time certainly is of a major factor right now. Down 14 points.
Yep. And
plus the rain is coming down.
Yeah, it really is again. And you got to go. I mean, they're going to have to go up tempo. Yeah, it's really coming down again.
Mix up in a backfield. Rutherford keeps it. Smart decision by Stevie to hold on to it.
And Martinez. Kick up with 2, 2nd and 8.
Central Valley risks going 0-2 on the young season, and I can't tell you the last time that's happened.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while.
But they've had some tough opponents that open the gates. Pass is complete for the first down. It looks like the Fanatic stepped out of bounds beforehand.
Yeah, it was Nastic. Yeah, it looks like a yard or two short. Good job of getting out of bounds. Looked like he might have had room, maybe to get up the field a little bit, but he was pretty close to the sidelines too.
3rd down, 2 to go for the
Warriors.
Warriors.
They're giving a lot of cushion down here on the wide side of the field.
And they're looking that way. Now he keeps it for the first down. Does Rutherford. Nice tackle by Zach Villa.
Yeah, they got to hustle here.
The ball on the 47.
Tough thing is you got receivers running some deep routes, and it's tough for them. They're getting gas.
They got to get back,
to the line of scrimmage. Yep.
Rutherford's going to run and going to use the sideline, but doesn't get there in time to get out of bounds.
Rutherford. Jaguars 48. Tackled by Egerton.
Looks like Stevie's getting a little winded after that play. Who could blame him?
A little bit surprised they didn't burn a timeout here because they're losing a lot of time.
Yeah, and I think Rutherford needs a blow. Yep. Here comes Ambrose, Braddock Ambrose in at quarterback to give Rutherford a blow. Tough spot for the sophomore to come in, Braddock Ambrose. He's going to throw it. Ball is tipped and caught. Not Hiltz. They're going to say it hit the ground.
It looks like he's saying he's down there. It looked to me like it did hit the ground.
He made the catch for the first down. Still an undefined signal by the officials whether it's a catch or not.
Yeah.
Enough for a first down.
Okay.
We'll take it.
Ambrose scrambling. Do not take a sack. Get out of bounds. There you go. A little late, push late, and they're going to call it.
Yep.
I was wondering, boy, that was kind of touchy there.
Penalty marker down.
Yeah, he didn't get hit real hard, but he must have been all the way.
Oh, he was in the white.
To push him.
He was clearly in the white when he got
to throw the flag,
pushed on the top of the shoulder pads, no doubt.
They had great coverage again. A tough thing is pretty much everyone in that route's going deep. They had us pretty blanketed. Braddock did a really good job there getting to the perimeter and just picking up a few yards, and then obviously drawing the penalty.
15-yard penalty.
Rutherford is still getting some attention on the sideline.
Ball on the 32.
Henry with the football. And look at this rain now.
You can hear it on the
We
roof.
may need a boat to get out of here, Mr. Sullivan.
Tackled by number 24, Trent Keller.
1st and 10 Warriors on the move with 2:35 to go, trailing it 27-13. Ambrose rolls left, in trouble, he's sacked. Got to get rid of the football. Don't think he felt that backside pressure applied by Dominic Volumino.
Yeah, that's tough. He's in a tough situation too, coming in cold, and this is really his most significant, other than
Rutherford back in.
last year.
Ball on the 33.
Rutherford's out there. Under 2 minutes to go, Warriors down by 14. Pass is incomplete. Ball thrown a little low for Aaron Lawson.
Rutherford's pass headed for Lawson is incomplete.
A little bit surprised we didn't call a timeout sooner. We've got all three, and now you're at 143. Obviously, at this point, you need a quick touchdown and
third
an
and 21
onside kick.
too.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you got to call one after this third down play, no doubt.
You need to try to get about half this. Don't need to get it all right here. You got 2 plays to get it, but with the rain too, it's going to be tough. You can see it's hard throwing the football right now.
And he's going to be sacked. Rutherford, no, breaks free, but did they blow the whistle?
Blew the whistle.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the right call.
Yep.
His momentum was stopped, clearly, I thought. Give him credit for breaking away.
Rutherford tackled for a loss to the 40-yard line.
Things don't get a whole lot easier for the Warriors. They have to travel to the beach next Friday night at Belle Vernon.
Yeah, at Belle Vernon.
And if you haven't been to the beach, they call it the beach because their
Turf.
is brown, the color of sand. Not sure why they did that down at Belle Vernon, but it's...
Doesn't look like a football field. It's odd.
Bill
You see it on
Cherpak was
TV.
telling me, he said, oh, I hate playing on that field. He said, it's difficult to play down there in Belle Vernon. He said, the team's always good and that field drives them nuts. So, something different that the Warriors will have to contend with. Belle Vernon is just down the road at the pit at Aliquippa Hines Field tonight.
Yeah, I wonder what the score is. That was, I think it was 14.
Quips
14
were up.
nothing maybe.
Yeah, the Quips were up the last I heard. I want to wish good luck to interim coach and maybe to be official head coach for Sean Patrick, good friend of mine that I covered his high school career all the way up through his semi-pro career when he played for the Beaver County Warriors and Vipers. What a great athlete he is, and really a fine young man to take over that head job at Aliquippa, as Mike Warfield has decided to take a hiatus this year. Screen pass is set up. Mason Dixon has it. And he's got some of the yardage back. It was still going to be 4th down and about 15.
That was actually.
That actually was 4th down. I lost it down because of the sack. But that'll turn it over on downs.
Mason Dixon stopped short of the first down. PJ's ball.
Well, it really was kind of tale of 2 halves. We really played, obviously not our best half in the first half, much better than last week, but we're right in the football game, moving the ball well in offense, and second half really never got anything going.
Chance Henry not on the field on that last play, sitting on the bench. I don't know if it's an injury or what the case may be, but he's dejectedly sitting on that Warrior bench all alone. Now Cole Hiltz goes over to talk to him. Yeah, he gave 100% effort, as he always does. Tough schedule for the Warriors to start out. Folks in Center Township, Monaca, Potter Township, not used to the Warriors starting out 0-2 on the season, but listen to me, folks, they'll be fine.
Yep.
When AAA section play comes around, the Warriors will be right there in the hunt for a playoff spot.
Yep, like we talked at the beginning, these first 3 games are going to really help prepare them for the conference play. So
let's take a look at our scoring in the game before we wrap it up. As Central Valley loses to Thomas Jefferson 27-13. And Thomas Jefferson scored first on a 22-yard touchdown reception by Gavin Miller. And they led it 7-0, 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Then Chance Henry came back for the Warriors with a 3-yard touchdown run to tie it at 7. But then a 3-yard run by Matt Martinez gave TJ a 14-7 lead. And a big 57-yard touchdown run by Chance Henry made it 14-13 as the Warriors mixed the extra point. That was our halftime score. TJ 14, Central Valley 13. In the third quarter, It was the third 3-yard run by Luke Costco, the quarterback, to make it 20-13. They went for 2, didn't get it. Central Valley unable to move the football. And then TJ tacks on another touchdown, 1-yard run by Matt Martinez. Our final score, Thomas Jefferson 27, and our Warriors of Central Valley 13. Mike Sullivan, a final comment. We talked about the tough competition, and I think we saw improvement between last week and this week for the Warriors, and you just hope that that progress continues as they travel to Belle Vernon next Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said, I mean, improvement from last week. Obviously, you want to get through these games healthy. And as much as you want to win, the most important thing is when they get into conference play, they get a great conference record and able to move through the conference. Sky's still the limit for them. And, yeah, these first 3 weeks are gonna help them prepare for that for sure.
So don't get hung up on the record. Look at the big picture, and that is 3A playoff football, and the Warriors will be ready by the time they take on Beaver here in their second section game as they go. I think they have McGuffey on the road before Beaver, which is their first section game. So they'll be back. But anyways, final score again for our crew. Thanks again to Sean and Ethan up in the box, Eddie Eimiller, for my partner Mike Sullivan. This is Tom Hayes saying good night. Final score once again, TJ 27, Central Valley 13. Good night, everyone.